Okay, what's up guys? It's Zach back again, and today I'll be doing Premier League predictions. Obviously last time I did this face to face, I did the World Cup. France beat Croatia 4-2 and Belgium got third, England coming fourth. England didn't crumble like I thought they would. They did well. And I thought France were going to win. They won. Let's go. This is my Premier League 2018-2019 prediction table. So, let's get into it. We're going to start from the bottom of the table, make our way to the top, to the winners of my 2018-2019 Premier League prediction. Down the bottom, 20th, we have Cardiff City. I believe that team, they don't have enough world-class players or Premier League class players to play and stay up in the Premier League. They're going to go back down into the Champions Cup. 19th, I have Burnley. I reckon they have a good team, but I reckon they won't be able to hold themselves in the Premier League this year. In 18th, last relegation spot, I believe Newcastle United will go down this year. I believe they're not the best team this year that they could be, and I reckon they'll be going down into the Champions Cup. Now we're getting to the middle bit. It's a bit chunky, don't really have reasons, I just believe they'll sit somewhere in that middle bit. So I'm going to start with 17th to 12th. I have Fulham, Brighton Hove Albion, Huddersfield Town, Southampton, Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. I believe those teams will be somewhere in the middle there. I thought Fulham have a good team, but they might just be on the brink of relegation. And same with Brighton Hove Albion. I reckon Huddersfield, Southampton, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth will be safe in the middle spot. Now from 12th up, let's do these one by one. Bournemouth will be 12th. I believe they have quite a good squad and they looked good in game week 1. I reckon they can hold that 12th spot. In 11th, I have Watford. They're always a quite good squad. They're always sitting in the middle. I reckon they can go a little higher and aim for 11th. In 10th, I have Leicester City. They normally do quite well. They normally sit around there. I reckon they'll sit there. In 9th place, I have West Ham United. I reckon they brought in some great summer signings, and I reckon they'll be able to seal the deal somewhere in 9th or even above, up to 7th, I reckon. They'll be sitting somewhere there. They look good. In 8th, I have Wolverhampton Wanderers. They look great. Coming up from the Champions Cup, I reckon they could seal a good spot up in the top. They'll do well this season. I reckon they have a great team with Jota, Neves, and a lot more players in their side doing well in game week 1. In 7th, I have Everton. They always do quite well. I reckon they'll be sitting up there though. They normally sit around there though. And in 6th, I have Chelsea, which after watching game week 1, feel like I could change, but we'll leave it there. I don't think they're too good, but you know, considering all the other changes other teams have made during the summer signings, I reckon they won't do too well this season. In 5th, I have Arsenal. With a new manager, I reckon they can grab that 5th spot. Normally they sit 4th, classic Arsenal joke, but no, I reckon they'll sit 5th and they'll grab that spot there. I reckon 4th will be Tottenham Hotspurs. They made no signings in the summer transfer window. They were the only team in the Prem and the Champions League to make no signings in that summer transfer window, which is pretty crazy considering they're one of the top sides in the Premier League. That they didn't make any signings, that's really weird. But their team is quite good, so maybe they don't need that depth right now. But yeah, I think they'll grab 4th. Now 3rd, 2nd and 1st. These were very hard decision, especially 1st and 2nd. I reckon 3rd, Manchester United, my team, obviously. I reckon we'll cop 3rd. Jose Mourinho, I reckon he could get sacked this season though, and we'll bring a new manager, which I reckon we could get 3rd this year. We're quite a good team, and we've got that depth to the squad as well. Now 2nd place. There's a bit of controversy here. I don't know if they'll get 1st or 2nd, but I reckon they'll be very close on the heels of Manchester City, who are in 1st. This is Liverpool, they're in 2nd. I predict Liverpool to be 2nd. They are a great team. They look really strong in their preseason and in the first game week that I've seen. They look really good and their attacking is crazy. They've got Van Dijk in the backline. They signed a new keeper I reckon they can do well this season. Now obviously top, I just said it before, Man City I believe will win the Prem again this year. They did fantastic last year and I reckon they'll do the double. They're quite a strong side. They have that depth in their squad as well, and they made good summer signings. But I reckon they'll really do well and they'll win the Prem this year. Now I reckon top scorer and best player of the year, I'm going to go for those two as well. Top scorer, I reckon it will be Mo Salah. He is one of the Liverpool's best strikers. He will be bagging them in there now. I reckon it's going to be close between Kane and Mo Salah. But Mo Salah's already bagged one in game week 1, and Kane never really scores in August. So I guess we'll see. I reckon Mo Salah will win though. And for the Premier League's player of the year, I reckon it'll be De Bruyne, especially since Man City I think will win. De Bruyne is a great player and he did well last year, but Mo Salah came out of nowhere and took that spot. But De Bruyne will get players of the year, especially if Man City win. Anyway, that's my Premier League prediction, and I hope you enjoyed that video. Smash that like button, subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.